Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am Test on a Quest, aka Johnny. I hope you all are having a great, wonderful day. In today's episode, we are going to be doing the year six off season, I believe, or year five, either or. As you can see, we are at the draft day already. But in the last episode, I don't remember if I showed you the award, so we'll do that. But looking at the player tree, the Vancouver Canucks did win the Stanley Cup. And as you can see, they did beat us in the Western Conference Final in 6 games before winning the Stanley Cup in five over Carolina. If we take a look at the awards, obviously Vancouver, Florida won the Presidents. It was Vancouver and Carolina. Draisaitl won the Art Ross. The Hart went to Barkov. James Norris went to Evan Bouchard. Sebastian Aho won the Lady Byng. Calder went to Kovalchuk. Uh, Elias Peterson won the Conn Smythe. Frolov won the Vesna. William M. Jennings went to Spencer Knight, who's back in Florida. The Bill Masterton went to Peyton Kettles. Neil won the Jack Adams back-to-back years. Quentin Byfield is now a Selke winner. Alexander Barkov won the Ted Lindsay, and Maurice Richard went to Leon Draisaitl. So, we take a look before we start the draft at our contracts. So coming up, if we just look at expiring, so coming up we have Alexis Joseph, Caden Korzak, Etuler Starainen, Sean Couturier, William Villanove, and then it's just basically a lot of depth guys. So, but the two biggest ones is Caden Korzak and Alexis Joseph. Caden Korzak, who we did pick up in the Rasmus Anderson deal all the way back. I do think we're probably going to let him go. He doesn't want to come back. And he wants 7.6. I'm not going to offer him $7.6 million to play here, especially if he's going to be on a third pairing role. It's not going to work. If we take a look at the draft class, so projected first overall is Jan Suchi. Guy Lafleur comparison. He's got pressure plus and second wind, both at I think that's elite. Well, it's not confirmed, but he's at least has pressure plus. And then you have Ed Blake, Per Ekerstrom, Casey Betts, Julian Strite, and Caden Emery. So I think actually let's go back to the draft class. Let's take a look. Is there any guaranteed medium elites later? There is. We have a Akeem Earhoff, 5-year medium elite grinder. And there's a Canadian goalie, Jean Colin. Take an eye on him as well. Any low elites being projected here that we know about? We do know of one, Aiden Brigley, the 6'4" American. You have a couple of low elites that might be low elite, but probably a low top six. There's a top six Kolzog going in around the 160th, and then there's a 40th for Fred Hogson. Okay. And then any top fours going late? No. There's a medium starter, Derek Graham. 5 years out though. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else to do, so let's just get right into the entry draft. So St. Louis has the first pick. The highest we can trade up for is pick 11. Like I said, we're allowed to trade up once per draft. And it's once per, like, in the first round, second round, third, like. So we have pick 29, so I don't know if we're going to do anything there. What can we get for it? So we can get a second and a fifth, a second and a third, a second and a fourth, so we can move down about 6 spots, but we get a fourth. That's not horrible. There's really no one there. If they still want to do that, I don't mind that. We have pick 55, 61, 93, 125, 157, 192, 186, and 221. Okay. So I think let's go ahead and take a look at our other potential moves we could make. So goalie-wise, obviously, we're keeping Wolf, we're keeping Zarubin. Defensively, obviously, we're keeping Perek, Appleby, Brewsterwich, and Mackenzie Weegar's falling, but he only has 1 year left. Is this the year we take advantage of his value? Do we move him? I don't know. I think you can let him be the third pair, and for 1 year left, he's probably gonna not want that much money, right? You can have a third pair of goalie and Uyghur for a year, and then we'll decide going forward, which means we just have to find a left-handed defenseman for that top four. I don't mind that. And then obviously the rest of those guys are good. Uh, Brett Holtz. Holtz is going to be entering his last year, so we're going to have to decide on him. Sharon Govich, I believe he has an extension coming up. Matvey Grindin. Hutatainen, who got released in real life. Okay. I mean, we do have this Meaning Elite London guy, too. And then we have Jonathan Huberto, who's also going to be entering his last year of his $10.5 million deal. Hopefully he doesn't want that much. There's really no one here that I want to move. I mean, is there anything for Sean Couturier? Yeah, I don't got that. Nah. Okay. So, let's take a look around the league. So there was these from Anaheim. Mason Lohrei. Dylan Cousins. I'm guessing he's expiring, yeah. Oh, so there goes Dion Suchi. That forward 82 overall sniper. Good shot, 86 around the board. Good skating out the gate, 89 speed and acceleration. Good agility. Balance is a little low. He's got no physical and defense is a little low. Not horrible. Let's continue. So we were at Carolina. So let's go to Colorado. Devin Taves. 1 year at 8.7.2 is not really what we're looking for right now. See if there's anything here. Nope. So far, I think we're gonna have to do our business in the off-season free agency. No one really has. Whoa, okay. So Jamie Drysdale, but he's right-handed. If he wasn't right-handed, maybe. But again, he's offensive. We have Zane Breck. I don't think we need him. Shakir McMadoon. If he wasn't making that, maybe. Riker Evans and meh. Buchnevich and Holloway. Anthony Sorelli, who I did try to get but doesn't want to come here, and same thing for Jake Getzel. Barrett Hayton, no. No. Jordan Harris, no. Logan Stanley, no. Okay. So, I think, let's see, what's the highest we can trade? So 11, I think, is too far out of reach. 20 with Buffalo. That could be doable for us. Let's see. Is there anyone projected around 20 that we can take a look at? So Roger Terry, Gryba, Christensen. Just take a look at the years out. 4 years. Even heading into the third, I think our target would be Wrigley. So I think we're probably gonna do that deal if they want to do it. Yeah, they still do. So pick 35 and a fourth round pick next year. We move out of the first round. I'm cool with that. That will allow us to get our guy as long as he didn't get picked early. And he did not, and he is on the screen, which is what we're allowed to do. So, Aiden Wrigley, 3 years out. They're both 3 years. Basically the same. Balance and agility is the only thing that really changes, but I'm going to go for Aiden Wrigley. So he's 65 two-way out the gate. No super stat stands out, but he's pretty well rounded, so I'm not too upset with that. Let's get to our next pick. So we have Sezikis, Day, Haley, Brown, Jonasainu, Vitalama, and Sanderson we can take. So, Jay Sanderson, let's see. There's really no one good. So Shane Zizekas is 4 years, 3 years for Jonathan Haley, 6'5". 4 years, 3 years, but he's 20. You're 18, 4 years. I think we're probably gonna take Haley here. Jonathan Haley, 6'5". Let's see. Please be top 9 or better. Top 9 two-way forward, 6'5". No physical, so you can't really change into a power forward, which is what my plan would have been. And we didn't really miss out on anyone. They were all top 9, so maybe we should have traded the pick. So there is that goalie. I don't hate that idea taking him, but let's just do our due diligence. So there's no one really here. So 4 years, 3 years, 3 years, 4 years, 3 years. I think we take the goalie. If he's medium starter, that's trade bait. He's a medium elite, 60 overall. Jean Poulin, hybrid goalie. We'll have to work on his puck control a little bit, but that's okay. Third round now. Let's see. No, none of our guys are here, but we do have another potential medium elite in Thomas Ekman. 5 years, 4 years, 3 years for Jocelyn. Leach is also 3 years. So is Gonchar 3? No. It was you. You're a low top 6 gem. I think, you know what? Why not? Why not? We'll see. How do gems develop in this game, if they develop at all? First round now. Okay, so I don't really have anyone here on our board. We have Brad. 5-year out for that goalie. So 4 years, 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. Okay. I think we'll probably take this guy, Timo McKinnon, the defenseman. He top 60 overall. That's not horrible. I'll take that. So far, we are having a lot better draft than we did last year, and we have our top 6 guy. Don't need to overthink that. Just get him in the system. Last pick of the 6th round. I think we'll probably take Stephanie Denny. See what were you, Stephanie Denny? Me in top 6. So we're not having a horrible draft. Definitely a lot better than last year for sure. Now that we're in the 7th round, we can go by potential here. So there's this guy, Braden Inglis. He's probably a low top 6, but first, okay, so medium 9. It's not bad for the 7th round. Maybe he makes it, maybe he doesn't. And then, yeah, we'll take this guy, Walter Stortini, low top 6 from France. Another playmaker, so the draft is done. Okay. So we picked Wrigley, Haley, Poulin, Jocelyn, Makainen, Kozleg, Denis, Inglis, and Stortini. Not a bad draft at all. Okay. So now we have to do the re-sign stage. Obviously, we'll start with the scouting and the coaching staff. Make sure we keep our guys. So no scouts are expiring. But we do have our Bruce Cassidy's expiring. So I don't think we're going to be able to focus on Drew Doughty. He didn't really develop as an associate or assistant, so we'll probably let him walk and we'll bring in someone else for the minor league team. Same thing for you, we'll see if there's someone better, but obviously Bruce Cassidy. I don't think we'll have his stats yet because it's broken. But he's a 61 scheme fit. He wants $7 million and we don't have enough. Well, actually, no, we do have enough. I think. We'll offer him that. We'll see if he takes it. If not, we might be looking for a new head coach, which is not what I wanted to do. So if we start with goalies, Sergeyev, I'd like to keep him depending on what he wants. Done deal. Merzlikins will let walk for now. Defensively, if we just go by expiring, obviously Caden Gorzak, we're gonna let walk. Villanova, if he wants a cheap contract, sure, help the AHL. Same thing for Alex Gagne, he might be depth, or he'll just help the AHL. Maso Phillips will sign, obviously, 2-year deal, that's perfect. Luke Johnson, same thing, just a 1-year deal, yeah. AHL depth for us, and we are going to sign Dembinski to his ELC. We are not going to sign Gunnarsson or Edmonds. He is 67, but he's a low 6. So 2 third-round picks in 2028 are going to be leaving our team. Unfortunately, they did not make it. Right wing, James Battaglia. We'll sign him. Why not? James Battaglia? Jacob Battaglia, sorry. Nico Heitinen will let go. London, obviously, we're going to sign. He's medium elites. We're not going to sign these guys. So, Dirksen, the 6'4" power forward. Good, physical, but he's 22. Could be turned into like a grinder and maybe he would jump up, but he's 22 years old. We are going to be saying goodbye to Mikhail Novikov, a 4th-round pick in 2028. Grinder, and then we're also going to be saying goodbye to Alec Brindamore, another 2028, so that 2028 draft is looking very bad. E2 Ryan, as much as I want to keep him, we have way too many other guys that are younger that we have to give a chance to in that bottom 6. Michael Madia was just for the year. Zach LaRue is a depth I would love to keep. Perfect. William Strogan, same thing for the AHL. Lucas Siana, same thing, AHL depth, please. And then we have our Daisunov will qualify, and we are going to say goodbye to the Mayo. Another 2028 draft. Oy. This is the big one, Alexis Joseph. So Sean Couturier, thank you for your service. We'll qualify you, and Jalen Binsky we will sign. Okay, so this is the big one. We have $26 million in cap. He is our first line center. He only wants 3 years at $8 million. He's 21. An 8-year deal would bring him, and I wouldn't mind giving him that no trade clause. I guess no movement clause would be a little bit more value in year 7 and 8. So we have 6 years to potentially move him. How far would we have to bring this up? I think he basically should just take the Huberto money, the 10.5. So if we go 10, okay, it's a little bit. Let's do 10.5. That's still not enough. Okay, 10.7. $11 million, just like Zane Barek, 8 by 11. And you know what? I think if we can get him at, I think 10.5. Well, 10 point, let's see, where's the sweet spot here? Here we go. So we'll do 8 years at 10.75. No clauses for the first 6 years, but then he'll have a no movement clause in year 7 and 8. I'm happy with that. Let's see if he'll take that. So that is our big one of the stuff. I don't think we have anything to do. Like I said, I'll do this off recording. Let's just advance. Let's see. Are we going to get our guys? So Alexis Joseph said he accepts. He is here for the next 8 years. So we have our first line center locked up. And Bruce Cassidy also accepted, so we don't lose our head coach, which is really good. I think we should just have some, like, all fine. Yeah, so Adar Sunov has accepted, Luke Misa has accepted, and Eos Stoxelius has accepted as well. So at the last day to go before free agency, who is projected to be free agent? So we have Mason Marchment, Seth Jones, Zabinajad. Okay, so it looks like if we're going to be going for a defenseman, we might have to have Caden Goulian to the top 4 or Mackenzie Weegar, which is not exactly ideal. So we do lose our two coaches, but like I said, we will replace them. So here we go. Free agency has started. So if we look at the scouts first, is there any A's available for the other leagues? No. So just the OHL, but I think we have one. Yeah, we do. So for coaches, obviously we need some. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get a head coach. Ooh, we have Martin St. Louis. He's only a 42 scheme fit, but that would have been a really cool signing, bring him back to Calgary. But we'll move on from that. So let's see, is there any? So there's no players. So let's see. We want someone with a uh, two A's, or at least I guess the penalty kill we want. There we go, Myers, A and A minus, perfect. So we'll move on from the Drew Doughty story, and we'll bring in Ryland Myers if he'll accept that. And then we need to bring in a goalie coach. I think it's going to be, yeah, probably you unless there's someone a little better. But I doubt it. Yeah, no, he's the best guy. So we'll bring him back. Shell goalie coach. Come on back, Elliot Strachan. Perfect. So now let's take a look at what we want this team to be. So obviously in net, I think this might be the first summer we don't have to bring in a half whale. So we do need a third goalie, just a veteran. Our goalies are going to be the same, Wolf and Zarubin. Defensively, it's going to be Appleby, correct, Brustowicz, and then either Cooley or Uyghur. We need a third pair defenseman. Obviously, we have our depth defenseman, either Alex Gagne or Chisholm. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our defense is practically set in the AHL. We just need a third pair defenseman. Or second pair if we can find one via trade. Obviously, if we look at forwards, we have Holtz, Pratt, Joseph. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And do we let like Stromgren? I do think we do. I think we have to let like one of these younger guys take that fourth line replacement of Eetu or Sterainen. So I don't think we're going to bring in a forward. I mean, unless like I saw Jesper Kakiniemi, who if he has good defensive stats might not be horrible. He only wants 1.5. See, what is your defense? That's not horrible. Can be the fourth line center or the winger. It's not horrible. I would do 3 years at probably that. 3 years at 1.85 if he'll take that. I'm cool with him being on the fourth line. And then obviously, like I said, we need a goaltender, just a veteran. So and there's some like prospect guys we can go after. I'm not going to do that. So let's see. If we go by age, we have Scott Wedgwood. Wants a 1 year deal. I'm happy with that. Come to Calgary, Mr. Scott Wedgwood. Defensively, we have a low top four, low top four, low top four. Oh, this Quentin Burns developed a low top four. Interesting. Obviously, we don't need any low top six guys. Low top six guy. Perfect. So that was kind of a quick free agency. So instead of me fast cutting this, I'm just gonna keep you here with me. Let's take a look at the trades and see if there is a defenseman we can bring in. If not, we are going to have to bring him in via free agency. So we do have Evan Taves from Colorado. He's still really good, like skating, but he doesn't want to come here. So that would suck. But he would be pretty good. Essa Lindell would also be perfect, but he doesn't want to. He has 1 extra year. If he didn't have that extra year, I would probably consider it for Hakeem Bennett. No. No. Let's see. Alex Romanov, no thank you. Philly, still the same guys. Kadri in Pittsburgh. How's Kadri done the last couple of years? Oh, so he went from Buffalo to Pittsburgh. Yeah, his first year, like first 2 years in Buffalo were amazing, and then I guess he signed with Pittsburgh last year. McMillan has too many years. Vince Dunn has way too many years. Riker Evans, 6.4 for the year, maybe. Anthony Cirelli. Ooh, Anthony Cirelli would accept the trade here. Damn, that would be pretty awesome, but I don't think I want to make that deal. Mikhail Sergachev. Now that would be like solidifying your top four. Obviously, you're talking you would have to give up Poulin. Definitely a top four guy that we probably just brought in Dubinsky. And probably that medium elite London guy. That's probably your package. Damn. I do see that they have Jaden Struble available as well. Don't know what his overall is. A little low, eh? 75, top six, so it's a lot higher than it should. It's a lot lower than it should be, but I think I'm okay. Skaters mentioned the block in Vancouver. Barbashev, Winnipeg has Logan Stanley. Okay. So I think the free agents defenseman is gonna have to be from free agency. So there's actually some other guys here. We have Cam York, Brett Pesci, but he's left-handed. You do have Alex Vlasic. Damn, 7.8. We didn't want to pay Kaden Korzak though. But he's 86. You have Celiav, but he's probably restricted. Matt Waugh, Jacob Middleton, he's 34. Darnell Nurse. I mean, Darnell Nurse wouldn't be horrible, but I think we can probably. Oh my God, Morgan Riley wants $7 million for a year, that overall. And then we're at the depth guys. Okay. So I think if we want to go defensive, I think Jacob Middleton is probably the best bet. Then you also have Darnell Nurse, but he wants that 3.4, and we have to give them what they want. I'd much rather pay Jacob Middleton for 2 years at that than Darnell Nurse at $3 million. And then forward wise, there's really no guys I would want to make like a swap for. Now, before we simulate to the regular season, we have some contracts. So Kirill Zarubin, 1.9 for 2 years is not horrible. He would want $3 million. So if he would take, I guess with the 1.9, he'll probably be our goalie, and then we'll have to look for someone else. Caden Gooley doesn't want to come back, so he's basically our Caden Korzak for the year. Kenzie Weegar does. What do you want? 7.2. Okay. We might have to have a discussion on these two guys, but we'll see. Jesper Bratt wants $7 million to 11. We do have the cap for next year, so Alexander Holtz from 3.5 to $9 million. Okay. Matt V. Grindon doesn't have a want right now. Connor Zari, what do you want? 7.4 full new movement clause. Jonathan Huberdeau, who is our captain, would want 5.5. If I would go modified 12, probably get him in the fours. But I think we'll wait till the start of the season to see where these guys are. But I think we're gonna have to have a discussion here. Because we have way too many guys. So if we look at Jesper Bratt, no one wants him. Alexander Holtz, Jamie Drysdale in a third. Jimmy Drysdale is making $4 million. That's insane. Mackenzie Weegar right now could catch us a second and a fourth. Essel Lindell, a second and a third. Joshua Waugh, a second and a fourth, second and a third, second and a fourth, second and a third, second and a fifth. Caden Goulding can catch us top 6 prospects. Same thing, Joshua Waugh. We'll keep our eye out, but I think this is probably the year. So now, do you go back to Utah for Sergachev and have Sergachev be with Correct? And then you probably have to move probably Caden Goulding. Oh, he doesn't want to go there. Does Weegar want to go there? He does. So you would retain probably on Weegar. I don't think I'm going to do this deal, but let's just see if there could be like something here. Obviously, like I said, we would have to give up Dembensky. Probably Poulin. I would like to keep London. So this would be the offer. It'd be Weegar, Dembensky, Poulin, and a first for Sergachev. And I don't even know if that would go through. Okay. I think yeah, we're gonna simulate to the regular season now, so it'll be a really quick jump quick for you. For me, it's gonna be a little bit of time because I'm gonna go through the off-season focus, but I will be right back. Let's meet the year 6 Calgary Flames. So, as you can see, we have a lot of green. On the first line, we have Alexander Holtz, Alexis Joseph, and Jesper Bratt. This is Alexander Holtz' real test because he has a contract that is expiring. Second line, we're going to have Connor Zary, Cole Resheshny, and Mike Coronado. Third line, this is where Jonathan Huberdeau goes down, but he'll be paired with Colin Potter and Igor Sharangovich. And our fourth line is going to be Jesperi Ukaniemi with Viktor Fedorov and Matvey Grindin. So obviously Fedorov, well, actually I guess he shouldn't be on that. Who do I want about 23, 22? They're both the same age. We'll try Fedorov on that third line. We can always make adjustments, obviously. Defensively, it's going to be Esteban Appleby with Zane Perek, Hunter Brustowicz with Caden Goulding, and then Jacob Middleton is paired with Mackenzie Weegar. And in it is Dustin Wolf and Kirill Zarubin. If we look at the captains and jerseys, captain obviously will be Jonathan Huberdeau. Oh, and we have Zachary Leroux and Lucas Siona as the healthy scratches. And defensively, it is Declan Chisholm. But it will be Mackenzie Weegar and Zane Perek wearing the A's. So, I think we are going to be ready for the year 6 season. And we have a lot of decisions, especially if we look at the expiring. Bratt, Holtz, Zary, like Huberdeau, Weegar, Goulding. It's a lot of players. So, if you did indeed enjoy this off-season video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment on what you thought about this off-season. I thought it was a lot better than our last one. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the next episode. Ciao.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never run